The motivational poster appeared one Monday morning, hung in the break room of our sterile, fluorescent-lit office. It was a picture of a runner crossing the finish line, arms raised in victory, with the words, "Believe in the impossible," emblazoned across the top. I had seen countless posters like it before, each promising that I could achieve anything if I only believed. But this one struck a chord. I'm Mike, a 45-year-old office worker with a routine life. My days consisted of spreadsheets, emails, and meetings. My evenings were filled with television and takeout. I was stuck in a rut, and I knew it. As I stared at the poster, something inside me clicked. Maybe it was a midlife crisis, or maybe I was just tired of feeling tired. Either way, I decided right then and there to run a marathon. I had never been much of an athlete. My last encounter with serious exercise was high school gym class, and even then, I wasn't exactly the star player. But the idea of running a marathon intrigued me. It was something I could work towards, something that would challenge me in ways I had never been challenged before. I started small, lacing up a pair of old sneakers and jogging around my neighborhood. The first run was humbling. I barely made it half a mile before my lungs burned and my legs felt like lead. I returned home, panting and drenched in sweat, wondering if I had bitten off more than I could chew. But I remembered the poster, "Believe in the impossible." The next day, I tried again, and the day after that. Slowly, my stamina began to build. I researched training plans and found a beginner's program that promised to take me from couch to marathon in 6 months. The plan was daunting, but it provided a structure that I desperately needed. The early weeks were tough. Every muscle ached, and I often doubted my sanity. Why was I, a middle-aged man with no athletic background, putting myself through this? But as the days turned into weeks, something incredible started to happen. Running, once a painful chore, became a meditative practice. The rhythmic pounding of my feet on the pavement, the steady rhythm of my breath, it was almost therapeutic. Physically, I was changing too. I lost weight, gained muscle, and felt more energetic than I had in years. My coworkers noticed the difference, and some even joined me on my lunchtime runs. A small community began to form around my newfound passion, and I found myself looking forward to our runs together, sharing tips, encouraging one another, and celebrating each milestone. The biggest hurdles were mental. There were days when I wanted to quit, when the comfort of my old life seemed so inviting. On those days, I remembered why I started. I thought about the finish line, the sense of accomplishment I would feel. I thought about my new friends who were counting on me to show up. Most importantly, I thought about myself, the person I wanted to become. Months flew by, and the marathon date loomed closer. My longest training runs took me through parts of the city I had never seen before. I discovered hidden parks, bustling markets, and quiet neighborhoods. Each run was an adventure, a testament to how far I had come. The night before the marathon, I could barely sleep. I laid out my gear, checked and rechecked my route, and tried to calm my nerves. When dawn finally broke, I headed to the starting line, my heart pounding with anticipation. The race itself was a blur of emotions. There were moments of pure joy, like when I passed the halfway mark and felt a surge of confidence. There were also moments of doubt, like at mile 20, when every step was a battle against exhaustion. But through it all, I kept moving forward, one foot in front of the other. As I neared the finish line, a wave of emotion washed over me. The cheering crowd, the sight of the banner marking the end, it was overwhelming. I crossed the finish line, arms raised in victory, just like the runner in the poster that started it all. Tears streamed down my face as I realized I had done it. I had believed in the impossible and made it possible. The marathon changed me in ways I never expected. It gave me a sense of purpose, a community, and a newfound belief in my own potential. I learned that it's never too late to pursue a dream, to challenge yourself, and to discover what you're truly capable of. As I walked away from the finish line, medal around my neck, I glanced at the faces in the crowd. Somewhere out there, someone might be looking at me, feeling the spark of inspiration I once felt. And maybe, just maybe, they too would believe in the impossible.